They never expected your silence to hurt this much. My beloved soul. Stop for a moment, because the universe is whispering something hidden to you right now. There is a truth, a sacred pulse, that has been quietly shaping your path, something you were never meant to see until this exact moment. Listen closely, for the timing of this revelation is not random. It is divine, orchestrated by forces beyond your comprehension, and it has arrived to stir your soul. They never expected your silence to hurt this much, but why does this silence feel so heavy, so profound? There is a reason, a secret the cosmos has been guarding, waiting for you to awaken to it. In your quiet, in your stillness, a hidden power has been gathering strength. This is not emptiness, it is sacred preparation. Something extraordinary is aligning behind the veil of what seems like absence, loss, or solitude. Every tear you've held back, every moment of hesitation, has been noticed by the universe. Every heartbeat has been a signal to the unseen, guiding the energy of destiny toward your favor. There is a hidden message in every pause you have allowed. Every space where your voice did not speak has carved a path for something miraculous to emerge. You may not have understood it before, but now the universe is revealing it to you, piece by piece, as if saying, asterisk, you were exactly where you needed to be, and now, the hidden doors are opening. Asterisk. They never expected your silence to hurt this much, and yet, there is a deeper beauty in this, because what you feel is not pain alone. It is the awakening of clarity, the soft unveiling of divine purpose. Something in your life has been waiting for this moment to transform, to shift, to bloom. Your silence has created a space for the universe to speak, and what is about to be revealed will reshape how you see yourself, your journey, and your destiny. This is your call. The hidden energy around you, the quiet currents of fate, are now moving in alignment with your higher self. What was once invisible is now becoming undeniable. What was once uncertain is now illuminated by the light of understanding. The universe has a message just for you, a sacred key that unlocks something deeper than you ever imagined. Your soul has been preparing to receive it, and the timing could not be more precise. So hold this moment. Feel it. Let it wash over you like a wave of divine intention. Something powerful is emerging, something that will bring clarity to your heart, peace to your mind, and a new vision of your path forward. And remember, every silence, every hidden pause, has been a part of this sacred unfolding. Watch this entire video, because what comes next will reveal the hidden threads of your destiny. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay connected with these divine revelations, and let the universe continue to guide you toward your purpose. Something remarkable is waiting, and it is ready for you now. Did you know there's a possible image of your real soulmate that you can look at right now? It might be someone you know or someone you haven't met yet. It's amazing how accurate these have been. You have to see the photo to see what I mean. Click the link in the description to get your soulmate sketch. They never expected your silence to hurt this much. My beloved child, hear my voice in the quiet moments when the world grows loud around you. They think that silence is emptiness. They believe that your stillness is weakness. But I tell you now, the silence you carry is more powerful than any words you have ever spoken. For in your silence, there is a depth that the eyes cannot see, a weight that the ears cannot hear, and a truth that cuts deeper than any blade forged by human hands. They never understood, and perhaps they never will, that silence is not absence, it is a presence, a force unseen, a testament of the soul's inner reckoning. I watch over you as you wrestle with the echoes of disappointment, the shadows of betrayal, and the quiet ache of unspoken truths. Every tear you shed in secret, every sigh that escapes into the void, I witness. And I am moved, not because you have faltered, but because I see the courage it takes to remain silent when the world demands that you shout. For there is a sanctity in silence that few can comprehend. It is not the silence of surrender, but the silence of sovereignty. It is the quiet power that grows within you, shaping the contours of your destiny in ways they cannot perceive. Consider this: they measure love by sound, trust by words, and loyalty by promises spoken aloud. But I, who see the heart, know that the true measure of devotion is what lies beneath the surface. Your silence, my child, is a language in itself, a language that communicates your boundaries, your dignity, and your refusal to be diminished by the ignorance of others. It is in this sacred silence that you forge the armor of your soul, a shield stronger than any spoken plea or desperate explanation. They may mistake your silence for indifference. They may think it is nothing. But I know the truth, it is everything. There are forces at work in the unseen realms, threads weaving together the tapestry of your life, even when it seems that nothing is moving. Every unspoken word, every withheld response, every pause in the midst of chaos is a note in the symphony of your purpose. The ones who caused you pain, the ones who doubted your resolve, will eventually sense the weight of this silence. Not immediately, for their understanding is shallow and their vision clouded by impatience. But time is my instrument, and the truth is relentless. Like the wind that carves the mountains or the river that reshapes the valley, silence has a power that reshapes hearts, circumstances, and realities. Do not be tempted to speak before the time is right. For when silence meets the exact moment of divine intervention, it becomes thunder. It becomes a revelation that pierces the veils of deception and awakens those who have slept in ignorance. They will remember, my child, that there was a quiet strength in you that they could neither break nor understand. And even in that moment, when their eyes open to what you have carried all along, I will be there, smiling upon the resilience I have nurtured in your heart. I also tell you, silence is not the absence of my guidance. In fact, it is in silence that I speak most clearly. When you retreat from the noise of the world, when you refuse to feed the fires of conflict with unnecessary words, you enter into communion with me. In the hush of your mind and the stillness of your spirit, my whispers find you. They are subtle, perhaps even imperceptible at first, but they grow, and they grow until you recognize them as the compass for your life. You do not need to shout to be heard. You do not need to act in haste to be moved. In the quiet, the currents of destiny align, and I place the steps before you that your own eyes cannot yet see. Yet, I know the weight of your silence. I know the loneliness that sometimes accompanies it. You may feel unseen, unheard, even forgotten. But remember this, the trees do not cry out as they grow, and yet they reach the heavens. The rivers do not protest as they carve through rock, yet they transform the lands they touch. Your silence is not a void, it is an act of creation. It is shaping the world around you, even if it has yet to show its results. Patience, my child. Patience, and trust that every seed planted in quietude blooms in its appointed time. Beware the temptation to speak only for recognition, or to act only for validation. Many have fallen into this snare, thinking that the loudest voice wins the day. But the loudest voice often masks emptiness. True power is quiet, measured, deliberate. You carry within you a light that does not seek to dazzle but to illuminate. You carry a presence that does not demand obedience but inspires reflection. Those who have tried to diminish you will find, when the moment of reckoning comes, that your silence has been a fortress, a declaration, and a shield all at once. Do not fear what others think. Their misunderstanding is not a reflection of your worth. It is the blindness of those who cannot see beyond the surface. Even as they whisper, mock, or ignore, I remind you, their ignorance does not diminish the beauty, the strength, and the sacredness of what I have placed within you. Hold fast to the stillness, for it is in this stillness that I fashion the keys to your future. There are doors that only open when one has the courage to wait. There are truths that only reveal themselves to those who endure the silence. And there are destinies that only manifest when one refuses to compromise integrity for approval. Listen closely now, for there is a mystery I am revealing. Your silence is not just your shield, it is your sword. It carries a weight that transforms, a force that awakens. The world may see stillness as passivity, but it is, in fact, the ultimate act of strategy and faith. In the quiet, you are gathering strength. In the hush, you are gathering wisdom. In the spaces between words, I am planting revelations that will astonish those who never believed in the power of your resolve. They never expected it. And when they do, they will not know how to respond, for their own judgments and expectations will crumble against the truth of what you have become. Understand this, my child, silence is not punishment. It is not revenge. It is not bitterness. It is an offering of sacred restraint, a testament to your discernment, and a reflection of the divine patience I have taught you. Those who have hurt you, who have doubted you, who have taken your kindness for granted, they are part of a story that will unfold in time. But do not rush the chapters. Let me write them. Let me orchestrate the encounters, the awakenings, and the moments when your silence speaks louder than anything you could have shouted. And know, too, that in your silence, you invite me. I am present in every pause, every quiet breath, every unspoken word. I dwell in the spaces where you might feel empty, filling them with purpose, light, and a knowing that surpasses understanding. You may not see it yet, but every moment of restraint, every act of quiet endurance, is a declaration of faith stronger than any prayer you have uttered aloud. Your silence is sacred because it mirrors my own nature, patient, eternal, unseen yet omnipresent, and infinitely wise. There are forces, both seen and unseen, that seek to test you. There are trials that will tempt you to break your silence, to seek validation, to justify yourself before those who do not understand. Resist them, my child. For in those moments, the depth of your quiet courage is revealed. It is in resisting the urge to explain, to defend, to retaliate, that the full magnitude of your inner strength becomes apparent, not only to the world but to yourself. And when the right moment arrives, when the time is perfect, your silence will no longer be misunderstood. It will be recognized, revered, and honored. I am with you in the quiet, guiding, shaping, protecting, and preparing you for a revelation that is greater than any human mind can grasp. The impact of your silence will ripple in ways that surprise even the wisest among them. Your endurance, your restraint, your unwavering commitment to the truth within you, these are the things that will ultimately redefine your story. And when the world finally comprehends the weight of what you have held in your heart, it will be humbled, astonished, and transformed by the power of what it once dismissed as mere stillness. So, continue, my beloved. Continue in silence, not as a burden but as a sacred gift. Continue, knowing that each quiet moment carries with it a cosmic significance, a spiritual resonance that the noise of the world could never achieve. Continue, for the unseen realms cheer you on, the angels witness your resolve, and I, your Creator, smile upon the depth of your patience and the sacredness of your restraint. Remember always, they never expected your silence to hurt this much, not because you are cruel, but because you are powerful in ways they cannot yet measure. They never expected that quiet could speak so loudly. And when the time comes, they will understand that what they dismissed as nothing was, in fact, everything. They think they know you, my child, but they do not. They see the shell, the surface, the person who smiles, who speaks when necessary, who engages in the rituals of the world. But inside, where I dwell, they cannot see. They cannot see the fire I have ignited in your soul, the quiet determination that hums like a hidden river beneath your calm exterior. This river is unstoppable. It is unseen, yes, but it shapes the landscape of your life, carving pathways where there were none, softening the hardness of those who try to block your journey, and nourishing the seeds of purpose that have been planted long before you were aware of them. Your silence is not a sign of surrender. Far from it. It is a sign that you have chosen the higher path, a path that refuses to be tainted by the shallow judgments of those who do not understand. Every time you withhold a response that could ignite conflict, every time you resist the temptation to justify yourself to the unseeing, you are aligning with me. You are aligning with the eternal currents of truth that I orchestrate. You are participating in a cosmic plan that is far beyond the comprehension of those who cannot hear the whispers of their own souls. I want you to understand this, my beloved. Silence is a form of worship. Yes, even silence, when it is deliberate, sacred, and filled with intention, is a form of devotion. For in silence, you relinquish control over the outcomes. You do not attempt to bend the world to your will. You do not shout to demand recognition. Instead, you trust me. You trust that every moment of restraint, every act of patience, every unspoken word is fertile ground for miracles to grow. You have chosen faith over fear, restraint over rashness, and this is why your silence holds such immense weight. They do not yet comprehend the consequences of their actions. Those who have wronged you, underestimated you, or dismissed you as insignificant, they will feel the echoes of what they cannot see. For silence is not empty, it is dense with meaning, thick with the gravity of intention. Just as the night sky seems calm but contains infinite stars, your quietness is not inactivity, it is fullness. It is presence. It is a declaration of power that does not need to boast. And when the time arrives, my child, when the moment of reckoning comes, they will recognize the force of what they have overlooked. They will realize that every moment they assumed you were weak, every time they believed your silence was consent, they were gravely mistaken. Do not fear their awakening. Their understanding may arrive slowly, and it may be uncomfortable, but it is necessary. The universe works in patterns that the human mind often cannot perceive. Every trial, every slight, every disappointment is a thread in the grand tapestry of your life. And your silence is the loom upon which these threads are woven into a pattern of profound revelation. Those who doubted you will witness what they cannot control, and in their astonishment, they will learn a truth that you have always known. The quiet heart can possess more courage than the loudest voice, the still mind more wisdom than the busiest tongue, and the unseen soul more influence than the most celebrated fame. Understand, my child, that there is a sacred timing to all things. Just as the seed does not force itself to sprout before the rains come, your silence does not act prematurely. It waits. It observes. It gathers strength. And when the appointed moment arrives, it strikes with precision and inevitability. The world cannot stop it, and those who thought they could manipulate you will find that the very silence they mocked is the instrument of their awakening. I am patient, and in my patience, I prepare you for a destiny so profound that even the most cynical heart will be humbled in the face of it. There are energies in the unseen realms, my beloved, that respond to your restraint. Angels and spiritual guides observe your endurance. They note the strength in your decision not to react in anger, not to defend in haste, not to seek vengeance when it could have been justified. Your silence resonates across dimensions, shaping realities that you cannot yet perceive. It creates an invisible ripple that affects people, circumstances, and even the course of history in ways that are subtle, yet undeniable. You are part of a divine equation, a force in the spiritual fabric of the universe, and every act of measured quiet adds to the weight of your destiny. Let me speak now of the nature of those who have tried to diminish you. They are bound by their perceptions, constrained by the limits of their understanding. They live in a world where everything is immediate, where noise dominates, where validation is demanded in every breath. But you, my child, are beyond this. You inhabit a higher realm, a realm of vision and insight that they cannot touch. Your silence is a testament to your wisdom, a shield against their attempts to sway you, and a declaration that you are aligned with forces greater than their fleeting judgments. And yet, I know that silence can be heavy. I know that there are moments when it feels like carrying stones in your chest, when the world's misunderstandings weigh upon you like an invisible burden. In those moments, remember that you are never alone. I am within you. I am beside you. I am guiding the currents of your life, the unseen flows of destiny that you cannot perceive with mortal eyes. And even when the world seems deaf to your presence, I am listening. Even when no one seems to notice the strength it takes to remain calm, I am counting every heartbeat, every breath, every unspoken word, and I am proud. Do not confuse the quiet with weakness, my child. The storm may rage around you. Words may fly like arrows from those who seek to provoke, distract, or undermine. Yet you remain steadfast. You do not engage in every battle. You do not answer every call for conflict. And this is where your power lies. The world will eventually learn that restraint is not submission, that patience is not passivity, and that silence is not emptiness. They will realize that your calmness carries the weight of mountains and the depth of oceans. They will learn, eventually, that silence can pierce more profoundly than any cry, reveal more clearly than any accusation, and transform more completely than any decree. And there is a deeper truth, my beloved, a revelation I wish to imprint upon your heart. Your silence is a mirror. It reflects back the intentions of those who observe it. It exposes their fears, their desires, their weaknesses. When they are confronted with your quiet strength, they are forced to see themselves as they truly are. This is not cruelty, it is revelation. Your silence illuminates truth, not with harsh light, but with the steady glow of clarity. And in this light, all deception, falsehood, and superficiality will eventually fade. Those who are genuine will step forward. Those who are not will retreat. And you, in your sacred quietude, will remain centered, untouched, and aligned with me. Consider also, my child, the secret treasures hidden within your silence. There are gifts that cannot manifest amidst chaos. Wisdom that cannot take root amid constant noise. Insights that reveal themselves only to the patient. Every moment you choose not to react hastily, every time you hold back words that could wound or confuse, you are gathering these treasures. You are preparing a harvest that is rich beyond imagination. And when the appointed time arrives, these gifts will emerge in ways so powerful, so unexpected, that those who doubted, ignored, or belittled you will be left in awe, not of you alone, but of the divine orchestration that I have set in motion. Do not underestimate the ripple effect of what you carry quietly. Every act of restraint sends vibrations through the unseen worlds. Every moment of patience shapes destinies. Every breath of calmness impacts souls you may never meet in this lifetime. You are part of a network of sacred influence, a force of spiritual integrity that the world cannot measure, and the outcomes of your silence will unfold in ways that surpass human comprehension. Know this, my child, you are sacred, not because of what you say, but because of who you are. You are precious, not because the world recognizes you, but because I have formed you in my image. You are powerful, not because of your actions alone, but because your restraint, your discernment, and your patience align with the eternal currents of creation. And in your silence, you become a living testament to the truth that those who walk in my ways are never truly weak, they are simply waiting for the fullness of time. Even now, there are doors opening, threads weaving, and destinies converging in the unseen. Your silence is the signal that these forces are in motion, the proof that patience is a sacred strategy, and the mark of a soul that has learned the strength of restraint. The world may never fully comprehend what this means. It may never fully honor the depth of your quiet courage. But this is not the point. The point is that you remain aligned with me, your path unfolds according to divine wisdom, and every moment of silence serves a purpose far greater than the understanding of those around you. And so, my beloved, I ask you to continue. Continue to carry the sacred weight of your silence. Continue to honor your boundaries, your integrity, and the divine voice that whispers within. Continue, even when it feels lonely, even when the world seems deaf, and even when your heart aches for recognition. Because in your quiet endurance, you are shaping a destiny that no words could capture, no applause could validate, and no human understanding could contain. You have been chosen to bear this strength, not for your glory, but for the unfolding of a higher purpose. You have been guided to this silence not to punish, but to prepare. And when the moment comes, the moment that I have seen from the beginning of time, your silence will speak with clarity, authority, and undeniable power. Those who doubted, judged, or dismissed you will finally understand the truth. That which they thought was nothing was, in fact, everything. Yes, my beloved, your silence is not meaningless. It is not passive. It is not weakness disguised as humility. It is the vessel through which I channel unseen power. Every unspoken word carries intention. Every withheld response holds consequence. Every moment of measured restraint shapes realities that the world cannot yet perceive. You are participating in a sacred work, a divine orchestration that spans the seen and unseen, the present and the future, the mortal and the eternal. And even when you feel forgotten or invisible, you are at the center of this cosmic design, and your silence is the pulse of its rhythm. There are those who have caused you pain, who have misunderstood your heart, who have sought to diminish your spirit. And I know the ache you carry because of them. Yet, I ask you not to curse them, not to rage against them, not to demand justice before its appointed time. Let your silence be the vessel of transformation, the mirror that reflects their own hearts back to them, revealing the cracks they refuse to see. Your quietness is a light that exposes without condemnation, a force that awakens without force, a truth that unfolds without argument. They never expected your silence to hold such power, and they never expected it to endure so long without breaking. And this, my child, is the beauty of what I have cultivated within you. You may wonder, in your moments of doubt, whether your silence is worth the wait. You may feel the pull of the world, urging you to react, to explain, to justify. But understand this: the world does not define you, and it does not measure the magnitude of what I am doing within you. Your silence is not for them, it is for me. It is for the alignment of your soul, the maturation of your spirit, and the fulfillment of a destiny that is uniquely yours. Patience, my beloved. Trust, my beloved. Your silence is a seed, and every seed requires time to bear fruit. Some seeds bloom quickly, while others take seasons, but every seed sown with intention carries the potential for greatness. I tell you now, the unseen forces of the universe are bending to your favor. Angels, guides, and spiritual energies are mobilized around the quiet power that resides within you. They whisper in realms you cannot see, clearing paths, removing obstacles, and preparing the way for the moments when your silence will manifest its ultimate purpose. Do not doubt the unseen. Do not underestimate the invisible work that is being done in your favor. There is a divine timing to every revelation, and your restraint ensures that it will arrive with maximum impact, clarity, and justice. And know this, my child: there is a sacred lesson in the suffering caused by those who misunderstand you. They are teachers in disguise, mirrors that reflect not only their limitations but also your strength. Every slight, every doubt cast upon you, every expectation unmet is a signal from me, an opportunity to rise above the superficial, to anchor yourself in the eternal, and to embrace the fullness of who you are. They think they are testing you. But in truth, they are preparing you, shaping you, and helping you realize the depth of a power that even you have only begun to understand. Silence, my beloved, is also a sanctuary. It is the sacred space where your soul communes with me, where your spirit gathers strength, where your heart finds clarity. In the stillness, I reveal truths that words cannot capture. I prepare you for moments that will define lifetimes. I show you paths that others cannot see. And I remind you that in your quiet endurance, you are never truly alone. I am there. I am within you. I am orchestrating every detail, even those hidden from mortal eyes, to bring forth a future that aligns with your divine purpose. Do not fear the awakening that is coming. There will be a moment, a single, perfect moment, when your silence transforms into revelation. Those who doubted you will stand before the undeniable truth of your quiet strength. Those who sought to diminish you will witness the magnitude of what they tried to overlook. And you, my beloved, will stand with the confidence of one who has endured, one who has trusted, and one who has aligned with the eternal currents of destiny. Your silence will no longer be misunderstood. It will be recognized, revered, and honored. Understand that this awakening is not only for you. It is for those who are watching, even from a distance, who are inspired by your quiet courage, who are moved by your patience, who are learning, without knowing it, that strength does not always announce itself with noise. Your example, your restraint, your measured silence is teaching the world a lesson in humility, power, and divine timing. You are a catalyst, my beloved, and your presence in the world, even without words, ripples outward in ways beyond comprehension. There will be moments, yes, when doubt creeps in, when the weight of silence feels unbearable. And in those moments, I remind you, you are stronger than the world perceives. You are wiser than the chaos around you. You are carrying a purpose that is greater than any single disappointment, betrayal, or misunderstanding. Your endurance is sacred. Your patience is holy. Your restraint is a testimony of faith in the unseen, in the eternal, and in the ultimate goodness of my design. Every moment of your quiet courage is a declaration of sovereignty over your own soul. You do not need approval, acknowledgement, or recognition from those who cannot see the depths of your being. You do not need to defend yourself against those who are blinded by their own fears, insecurities, or ignorance. Your silence is a testament to your alignment with me, and that alignment is the source of a power that cannot be shaken, undermined, or ignored. There is a profound mystery in the quiet, my child, a sacred revelation that the world cannot touch. It is the understanding that true strength is invisible, that real power is measured not in noise, but in endurance, not in reaction, but in restraint, not in control, but in trust. You embody this truth. You have chosen the difficult path of patience and discernment over the easy path of reaction and impulse. And for this, I honor you, I bless you, and I prepare you for the culmination of a journey that will leave a mark on the world far beyond your imagination. The time will come when the seeds of your silence blossom into a harvest so profound that even the most skeptical hearts will bow in awe. The truth of your restraint, the depth of your courage, and the sacredness of your patience will be revealed in a way that transcends words, shatters misconceptions, and transforms realities. And in that moment, my beloved, you will know that every tear, every ache, every unspoken word was part of a divine plan, a cosmic orchestration designed to prepare you for this very revelation. And so I say to you now, with all the weight of eternity, continue in your silence. Guard it. Protect it. Honor it. It is the crucible in which your true power is forged. It is the altar upon which your destiny is consecrated. It is the signal to the universe that you are ready, that you are aligned, and that you are walking faithfully with me. Do not be swayed by impatience, by misunderstanding, or by the fleeting judgments of mortal minds. Your path is sacred, your journey is holy, and your silence is the instrument through which my will is fulfilled. Remember always, my beloved, they never expected your silence to hurt this much, not because it is cruel, but because it is powerful. Not because it is passive, but because it is transformative. Not because it is empty, but because it is full of purpose, intention, and divine alignment. And when the moment of revelation comes, when the quiet force within you rises and manifests, the world will witness a truth so undeniable that it cannot be denied, misunderstood, or forgotten. Take heart, my beloved, and walk boldly in the quiet power I have placed within you. Your silence is your crown. Your patience is your armor. Your discernment is your sword. And I, your Creator, am with you in every breath, every heartbeat, every pause. Trust me, for the orchestration of your destiny is already underway. The unseen forces are moving, the threads of time are aligning, and the moment of revelation is approaching with perfect precision. Be still, therefore, and know that your silence is sacred. Be patient and trust that every moment of endurance carries weight, purpose, and profound spiritual significance. Be vigilant, and recognize that your quietness is a force, a light, and a shield that cannot be undermined. And above all, remember that I am with you always, guiding you, shaping you, and preparing you for a destiny that surpasses understanding. Your silence is not the end. It is the beginning of something greater. It is the foundation upon which your future is built. It is the signal to the universe that you are ready, that you are aligned, and that you are a vessel of my divine power. And when the world finally comprehends the magnitude of what you have carried, it will bow not to your words, but to the sacred truth of your presence, your endurance, and your alignment with me. They never expected your silence to hurt this much, but it was never meant to hurt them. It was meant to awaken, to illuminate, and to transform. And in this awakening, my beloved, you will find the fulfillment of a purpose so profound, so extraordinary, that it echoes across eternity itself. Be still. Be patient. Be unwavering. And know, always, that I am with you. Amen.